Instagram, and this video is all about 10 reasons why men can't lose weight. Now, I've been a personal trainer for over 26 years. I'm a master Chek practitioner in London. I've read over 1,000 books, and I've worked with hundreds of clients, male clients, getting them optimum results that they thought they could never get. So we're going to talk about number 1, hormones. Number 2, weaker men have more body fat. Number 3, dietary habits. Number 4, lack of healthy habits. Number 5, your metabolic type. Number 6, dietary patterns. Number 7, the genetic factor. Number 9, alcohol consumption. And number 10, social media or social circle factors. Okay, so let's talk about the hormonal influence. So I've met guys with super high testosterone. They can be super strong and be very lean and be very easy to train and get the body to change very, very quickly. But if a man has low testosterone, they can still get the result, but it will be slower, much slower. And this is why a lot of guys are deciding age 30 onwards to take testosterone replacement treatment or anabolic steroids, which I totally disagree with. I'm 53 years old. My deadlift is 180 kilos. My bench press is 120 kilos. So I'm still strong for my age of 53 at 5'11". Now, the way that you keep your testosterone high is not drinking any beer or alcohol, especially beer, because beer has estrogen in it, which lowers a man's testosterone. High levels of stress lowers a man's hormones. Not training with weights lowers a man's hormones. Okay? Not eating enough protein will lower your hormones. So it's really important to keep your hormones at the optimum level by getting optimum amounts of sleep, 6 to 8 hours, or even if it's 9 to 10 hours that your body needs for you to feel refreshed. And remember that when you're going to bed, to go to bed at the same time every night, not just in the week when you're at work. So if you're up at 6 on a Monday AM, you need to be up at 6 on Saturday and Sunday AM. And the more that you get into this regular pattern, the more the body starts to let go of the extra body weight. And the more, as your circadian rhythms go into balance, the more that your nervous system and your hormonal system goes into balance. Remember, when we get enough sleep, the body's rejuvenate itself during sleep. It's healing the brain, it's healing your ligaments, it's healing your joints and your tendons. Now, dietary habits. Some guys that are protein types, like they're broad and thick set like me, will eat like a carbohydrate type. I know over Christmas I put a bit of weight on, because everybody does, because I was eating mince pies, I was eating Christmas pudding, I was having big packets of crisps, all the things I shouldn't be having. But you've got to have the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the time you live clean, you exercise, you go to bed on time, and then the 20% you can get away with. And because I train really hard, I know that I can get that weight off and get my body back into lean shape quite quickly by taking them foods out of my diet. So dietary habits is really important. Get a food allergy test done. If you're allergic to 17 to 20% or 20 foods that you're eating, this may be why you're putting on the weight, especially around the belly and the bum. Or men lose the muscle in the bum, but the belly gets bigger. Lack of healthy habits. What time are you going to bed at night? Are you drinking enough water? Are you restricting your alcoholic intake? If you've got man boobs, or you've got that pointy, breasty look like a woman's got, that means you're turning yourself into a bitch. You've got too many female hormones in your body. So you need to address that, otherwise your body won't change. The metabolic type. Are you a protein type eater? Are you a carbohydrate type eater? Or are you a mixed type eater? And what I found categorically is that the men that have big bellies are drinking too much beer, eating too much bread, pasta and rice. So reduce that in your diet and you'll see your body change. If it doesn't, there may be something like adrenal fatigue or multiple food allergies, or your body's just highly toxic and that's why you can't lose the weight. The next one is diet regime, which is really, really important. That if you're not thinking healthy, you're not going to eat healthy. But if you're thinking, I want the six-pack for the summer, 6 months away, and you start eating healthy, stay away from the three white devils, like I've said in the video that comes up there, where you stay away from white rice, white pasta, white flour, white dairy and white sugar. Stay away from them 5 foods for 10 days and watch your body transform. Genetic factors. So if you're a broad guy like me with a really small waist, then I can gain muscle much quicker than a guy that's long, lean and tall, or a guy that's short and stocky. Does that make sense? So these genetic factors, if you have broad shoulders and a small waist, you can gain muscle easily. If you're long and lean, you'll gain muscle harder. And if you're short and stocky, you'll be super strong, but you may find it harder to drop the body fat. Does that make sense? So alcohol consumption. So I said about this at the beginning. If you're drinking lots of alcohol and expecting to lose weight, it will not happen, because you're putting constant carbohydrates into your body. So take on the 80-20 rule. If you're going to go out for a beer with the lads, you're going to get rat-assed, then make sure that you don't eat no carbohydrates that day and the following day. So then that way, the carbohydrate that you're putting into the body won't make you put on weight again. So I would say really men shouldn't really be drinking these days. The damage it does to the brain, it can bring on dementia as you age. Obviously, a lot of guys that drink a lot of beer have a really big belly that looks horrible. They've got no arse, they've got no leg muscles, or they've got really small leg muscles. And this is what happens as men age. They lose the muscle around the belly. That's why they get the big belly. They lose their arse goes really small, and they have small legs. But they have this big Budweiser tumour from drinking too much alcohol. So number 10 is your social surroundings. If you're hanging around with people that are taking the piss out of you because you weight train, or don't understand why you're eating chicken legs for breakfast, then it's time to change the circle that you hang around with. I don't go into pubs. It's just not my thing, okay? I might go to a restaurant and have the odd beer with a friend that I've not met for a while, or say we're celebrating a special day, but I still won't have any carbohydrates in that dinner, or I'll cut out all carbohydrates the next day. But for me, 1 or 2 beers is enough. I don't want to drink any more than that, because there's my dad's got dementia. I never want to get that disease. It's a horrible disease to get in your 80s, and it really affects your whole life. So there's no point me keeping myself mega fit and mega healthy, then drinking gallons of alcohol every weekend and then wonder why I'm getting all these neurological problems in the body and physical problems, but not relating it to my over drinking. Does that make sense? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please click on the video up there. Please like and subscribe. I hope it helps you. And if you want any help, I'm based in Battersea or London, Kensington and Chelsea. Send me an email or a message if you're fed up of having that Budweiser tumour of a belly and you're fed up of being a weak man and not a strong man.